We're Group 18 and I'm Yerim, the first runner in the presentation. We'll present the project title Make LG Electronics Great Again in the order of operations, strategy, finance, and marketing. Now we'll start at the part of operation. The project lies in determining the locations for three strategic production hubs. When choosing these locations, factors such as proximity to key target regions play a crucial role. The identified key target regions include the US, EU, and Vietnam. These regions were selected based on market size, growth rate, and market share. We assumed an initial slow increase in demand upon product launch, followed by a rapid growth and eventually stabilizing in an S-curve pattern. So each quarter's expected demand was derived by applying different ramp-up ratios based on scenarios. Upon the result of MAD and TS calculation, we concluded that while TS slightly exceeded 4 in the sixth quarter, it remained within an acceptable range. Now let's delve into the highlight of our project, the selection of strategic production hubs. As you can see, Figure 1, to enhance energy and address limitation of existing hubs, we recognize the need to locate new hubs adjacent to current facilities. In Figure 2, the scoring model weighted factors. Given the significant impact of tariff exposure on LG's smart appliance exports, it received a high 30% weighting. Labor costs considering the semi-automated production processes was aided lower at 15%. However, to assess cost efficiency and lead time efficiency, we need to conduct a cost-trade-off analysis, as you can see Figure 3. Finally, integrating the strategic benefit score from the scoring model and the total cost per unit from the cost trade-off analysis, we conducted a cost-benefit analysis as you can see Figure 4. This analysis included an alignment score for demand across key target regions. Based on this analysis, the US, Vietnam, and Poland emerged as the most optimal locations for establishing new production hubs. Next, we need to decide the optimal cities for LG's new production hubs in the US, Vietnam, and Poland. Currently, LG operates a facility in Clarksville facing challenges such as extended transit times to the West Coast ports. In contrast, El Paso, positioned as crossroads for the US-Mexico trade, offers proximity to major ports like Houston, maintaining Clarksville for Eastern demands while establishing El Paso enhances LG's logistic efficiency. Products will be transported domestically through I-20 corridors to major urban centers. In Vietnam, Haiphong will remain a northern hub for China and Asian demands, while a new facility in Badia Vung Tau targets southern Vietnam's market demand and solves the long-distance problem of Haiphong facility. In the distribution, outbound logistics will leverage Kai Mapei Phi port for routes to India. Historically, LG operated major production facilities in Muava, but geopolitical changes led to significant withdrawals. To address this, LG proposes a new production hub near Wrocław, centrally located in Europe's logistic network with efficient road and rail links to major markets like Germany and France. Transport will primarily use Adriatic routes for ground shipping, supplemented by rail and trucking.
Okay. Let me introduce LG Electronics' major business divisions using the BCG metrics. First, the VS division is a star, showing impressive growth with 10.62 trillion Korean won in sales in 2024 and a 9-year growth streak. It leads the global telematics market and has a strong AV/AVN market share with an older backlog over 100 trillion Korean won. Second, H&A is a cash cow. It maintains top positions in traditional products like refrigerators and washing machines, generating stable profits. While smart appliances are growing fast and have strong potential, non-smart products still dominate the portfolio. Third, BS is also a star focusing on high growth B2B markets like digital signage, EV chargers, and medical displays. With strong market share and long-term growth plans, is a key future driver. Lastly, HEA is also a cash cow leading the premium TV market with over 52 OLED share. It also expands into content and advertising via its WebOS platform, security, steady cash flow with high margin services. Then let's move on how LG Electronics has some competitive advantages, especially in OLED TV markets. In 2024, the company captures over 52% of global OLED TV shipments, with a particularly strong presence in North America and Europe. This leadership is driven by LG's technological innovation, including the world's first true wireless OLED TV and transparent 4K OLED, and its WebOS platform and AI features and outstanding picture quality. LG also benefits from economics of scale and vertical integration through its affiliate LG Display, allowing stable supply and cost efficiency. Then let's see the LG Electronics performance in EV market with a strategic alliance, which is joint venture between LG Electronics and Magna International called LG Magna e-Powertrain. This partnership is strategically appropriate because it combines LG's expertise in e-motors and inverters with Magna's strengths in powertrain systems and automotive manufacturing. It enables both companies to respond quickly to the growing demand for electronic vehicles and to offer scalable solutions to global automakers. Through this joint venture, LG aims to expand its presence in key markets like North America and Europe, diversify beyond consumer electronics, and accelerate innovation in EV sector. The joint venture model was chosen because it allows both partners to share investment, risk, and decision-making authority. It also encourages close collaboration and mutual learning, something that would be limited to a simple partnership or riskier in a field acquisition. Then what about LG Electronics activities with corporate venture capital? LG's been active in startup space. They've set up funds like the Nova Prime Fund, a $100 million partnership focuses on areas like digital health, clean energy, AI, and smart mobility. What's interesting is LG Nova is not a traditional investor, but more like an incubator that works closely with startups to build and scale new ideas. Looking to the future, LG is placing big bets on digital health, sustainability, smart mobility, and AI that match global trends and their mission to improve lives through technology. And these partnerships really go both ways. Startups can get support, resources, and mentorship from LG, while LG gets early access to these new technologies. It's actually a win-win that helps both sides grow faster and innovate together.
Now let's delve into finance part. We'll start an assumption. We used LG's non-consolidated financial from 2000 to 24 because the project is managed by the parent company directly. For capital structure, we calculated the interest-bearing debt makes about 45% and equity 55%. Based on this and using a 3-year A minus point rate of 2.97 and a 35% tax rate, we got an after-tax cost of debt of 1.93%. For cost of equity, we used the CAPM model with risk-free rate of 2.82%, beta of 1.24, and market risk premium of 4.99% based on Professor Damodara's estimate for Korea. That gives us a cost of equity of 9.01%. Putting this together, we calculated LG Electronics WACC to be 5.83%. Now, moving on to growth projection, we used compounded annual growth rate CAGR, which can fully reflect the complexity and volatility of annual growth rate data while simplifying those options into one value, letting us feel easy to clearly, comparably analyze the market situations. The project falls onto the AIoT smart home market, which has a projected CAGR of 15% globally and 70.1% in Korea. Competitors like Samsung SmartThings and Amazon Alexa are growing at 16 to 22% and considering government support and market conditions. We use the weighted scenario analysis. Final estimated CAGR is 16.55%. For sales in 2026, we use a top-down approach. Assuming LG captures just 0.5% of the total market, whose market value is almost 125 billion US dollars, the project sales is about 847 billion Korean won. We estimated COGS as 72%, yeah, 72.84%, and admin expense at 24.67% compared to sales based on LG's historical data. Now we calculated NWC sales ratio. We calculate net working capital in a simplified version that is frequently used in real world, whose formula is trade receivable plus inventories minus trade payables. As a result, net working capital was set at 2.33% of sales, again based on the past ratios. Putting this all together, we built a pro forma income statement and FCF forecast. While the free cash flow are positive each year, EBIT stays negative, and both NPV and IRR are disappointing. Specifically, NPV is 34.3 billion Korean won in negative value, IRR is just 4.25%, and payback period is 4.8 years, which is okay, but not enough to offset the negative returns. We also did a sensitivity analysis on revenue. At 10,000 increase in revenue, only raises NPV by about 8.9% and 9 Korean won, showing low responsiveness. So, what is the verdict? Even though payback looks okay, both NPV and IRR tells us to reject the project. NPV is negative and IRR is below our WACC. Financially, it's not attractive it is. That said, we use very conservative assumption, and if the sales are out of expectation, there's a good chance this project could turn profitable. But based on our model, at least, it's a no-go for now.
For our marketing project, we have selected the LG OLED TV from the home entertainment division. In the premium TV market, OLED technology is steadily increasing its market share, gradually displacing LCDs. Within this market, LG has maintained its number one position for 13 consecutive years with a market share of over 50%, while facing pursuit from its competitor Samsung. The main consumers for LG OLED TVs are high-income customers who prioritize advanced technology and a premium home entertainment experience. Through its diverse series of OLED TVs, LG Electronics present a holistic value proposition that encompasses technology, user experience, and environmental aspects.
LG OLED TV combines advanced technology with a personalized viewing experience. Key features include high quality display and integrated AI. Its diverse product line meets various consumer needs and offers smart features like personalized picture sound modes through ThinkQ, LG's smart ecosystem, and WebOS, its operating system. LG's marketing targets both general and niche audiences using experiential campaigns to let consumers not only learn about the product but engage with it directly. Samsung Electronics is LG's main competitor, offering similar technological offerings. It includes AI features, Samsung Smart Ecosystem Smart Things, and ultra slim designs. Samsung also enhances gaming with innovative technologies and uses OLED panels from LG. Its promotions include wide range marketing that introduce new products, trade in deals, and targeted brand collaborations. In brand recall surveys targeting the categories of TV, high definition TV brand, and premium TV brand, LG OLED TV achieved results that were nearly identical to those of Samsung Electronics. The two brands were overwhelmingly dominant, with other brands showing minimal presence. In the brand association check, LG OLED TV generated associations such as technologically superior, reliable, and well designed.
Therefore, through this analysis, we discovered that while LG OLED TV currently holds a solid position in the market, there is a disconnect between its marketing direction and consumer perception. LG intended for consumers to form a personalized experiential perception through its various experience-centric content and marketing. However, in reality, this perception among consumers is minimal. Instead, they express the perceptions rooted in its technological excellence and the resulting sense of trust. There is a clear misalignment between their marketing focus on experience and the actual market perception. Although they are still an outstanding market leader, their rival Samsung is putting pressure on them with a much larger marketing budget and a technological focused marketing strategy. In this situation, LG Electronics might find it difficult to successfully pursue both technology and experience at the same time. Thank you for listening.